So I'm about to cut the sides for the veneer panels, and these things are only 3/16 of an inch thick. They are very thin and they are veneer, and you have to get it cut really, really straight. And if you don't have a table saw and all you have is a skill saw, well then you better make sure you're gonna cut a straight line. So this thing's all set up to get a perfectly straight line. This is how I've done it many times. It takes a while to set up a single cut, but it'll be done right. And on the bottom, because it's a veneer, you wanna make sure that you have tape right along where that thing's gonna cut, right through the center of that tape. First of all, the blade's gonna be coming downward, so you want your good side on the bottom, and you want that tape there. That should ensure that you do not have any splintering on your veneer. So this will be this cut here, and then I'll have to make one at the right dimensions through the center of this. So I'll have to do another couple cuts. So that's where we're at right now. All right, so I'm working on the second hood now. And basically you have your bottom frame done, and now I'm working on the uprights. So basically super simple. You have a bottom frame and you have top frame, and then I just put some glue on here like this. This doesn't have the actual the aquarium stand. I level everything up and make sure everything's 100% perfect, but this thing you need a lot of sanding for these. So once you do the frame for this, you have to kind of sand it down and make sure everything is nice and square. So it's close enough. As long as you measure right, everything's gonna be close enough. So it'll be roughed in close enough. And then you can fine tune it when you're gonna put your veneer panels on. So that's pretty much the extent of this right there. So I'll revisit the video after. All right, so this is basically what the aquarium hood is gonna look like. It's all framed up now. So now you're just gonna put on the beautification wood, which in my case is gonna be birch veneer, and then you stain it. This needs to be fully sanded. So these strips, they're considered 2x2. They're actually roughly 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. They're not even 1.5 inches. They're really not meant for, this type of job, but they work well if you're willing to put the time into getting them squared up and then sand them properly. But basically this one's not attached yet, so this comes off of here, and then basically what you do, this will just kind of come down on here, you fit it back down onto there, and then you have your framed up hood, which is going to be extremely strong. So that is the update for right now, and I'll revisit this later. So I'm gonna do a little quick video. There's gonna be, pieced together, but I'm gonna be building 2 aquarium hoods for 60-gallon breeder tanks. So this is kind of the starting of the frame right here. You're gonna have bottom plate right here, and then you're gonna have another one exactly like that. And then it's gonna be super simple. I've used this method to make the stands as well, and it works well. So this will kind of give you an idea of what it's gonna look like. So I'm gonna attach those glued and nailed in, and then there's gonna be a top frame that's identical to the bottom frame. And then, just to add a little extra strength in between, you're gonna have those sitting right there. And then the top frame is gonna sit on that right there. So I'll revisit this after a while. All right, so sides are on. Now the front is going on, and then I'll flip the whole unit over and I will put the top on. All right, so I am putting the panels on. So this thing is gonna bolt up or not bolt up, glue up right there, and then I will put some finish nails into it. All right, so this is the hood that is gonna have the oil-based poly on it, and it is fully prepped and ready to receive its first coat. All right, so this one has 2 coats and it's done. So on to the poly coated one. All right, so here is one of the hoods. It's all sanded. I have to still completely get the dust off, and then it'll be ready to have the poly put on. So it's pretty much complete. And then the other one is right there waiting to be done. Here is after the second coat of oil-based poly, and this hood is now finished. Turned out pretty nice. So we'll see how they look on the tanks next. So I just attached some felt pads on the bottom of this, which will make contact with the top of the aquarium. But this is the poly one, and I'm gonna put them on the aquarium, and my wrap up will be a little video of them on the aquarium. So here is the polyurethane coated setup. You got the stand, and now the hood. And then here is the stained setup. You got the stand and the hood.